The PlayStation Store has just launched two absolutely massive sales. First of all, we have the games under $20 sale, and then we also have the PlayStation Indie sale. Particularly, the PlayStation Indie sale has a total of 1,373 items listed. So yes, that is quite a significant sale. I'll go over a bit of that. That's way too many games for me to cover in one video, but we'll look at the games under $20 first, and then I also want to note that I believe this is the deal of the week. Scarlet Nexus is 40% off for $36, so that is a significant discount on the game 2 months after its release. It seems like that this game hasn't done absolute gangbuster numbers from a commercial standpoint, and it was kind of expected that the game was going to see a bit of a discount based on what I presume is not the best sales numbers in the world, which is unfortunate because I think the game is really good, and I'll tout it here again. Excellent JRPG, great story, good cast of characters, some redundant environments and enemy types, but overall the good definitely outweighs the bad here, and there's some great music in there as well. Highly recommended, one of the more underrated games of the year. I have it pegged as like my number 3 game of the year thus far, so that's pretty high praise for the game, and that's behind Ratchet & Clank and Resident Evil, so no shame in that. I really enjoyed Scarlet Nexus, strongly recommend at $36 there. Okay, first of all, games under $20 sale, tons of deals here. A lot of these are, sales that are repeats from the summer sale, but good deals nonetheless. Doom Eternal is $14.99, great buy there. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, $9.99, that's always going to be a good buy, great game, and it's getting a PS5 upgrade, hopefully in the not-too-distant future. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition, $16, it's Skyrim, it's pretty darn good. The last of Elder Scrolls presumably on PlayStation, so that is a bit of a bummer. God of War is $10, you save an additional 10% if you're a Plus subscriber, so that would actually bring it down to $8, which is a pretty ridiculous deal. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, $14.99, excellent deal for that, highly recommended as an action flight title. Great music in that as well, soundtrack to that game is awesome. Dreams is $9.99, that's always a good pickup, a game with a lot of replayability. Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition is $19.79, a game that is probably more akin to playing with a keyboard and mouse, but works decent enough with a DualShock controller, and I would recommend if you're going into that game, you can play it solo, but playing with a few friends definitely is ideal. Tekken 7, $10, that was a fighting game I got super into from a casual standpoint. My Hero 1's Justice 2, $19.79, I was playing the hell out of this earlier this year, actually. My Hero Academia is one of the last anime that I was like super into, and I know the new season's airing right now. I kind of fell off of it as well, but as an arena fighter, I quite enjoyed it. Speaking of arena fighters, Naruto Storm 4 is $11.99, which isn't that great of a deal, given it's not the Road to Boruto, but it is the deluxe edition, so that is a steep discount on that. Bloodborne Complete Edition is $17.49, and you actually save an additional 10% if you're a Plus subscriber, so if my math is correct, I think that would be $14, which is the lowest that's been in quite a while. So if you're a Plus subscriber and you've been eyeing Bloodborne with the DLC, not a bad pickup at all there. Witcher 3 base game is $8, just get the complete edition. Plague Tale Innocence is $12, you guys probably got it from Plus if you do have a PS5. Castle Crashers Remastered is $9, expensive for Castle Crashers, but Castle Crashers is absolutely timeless, a game that I go back to all the time. Infamous Second Son, $9.99, $7.99 if you're a Plus subscriber, great game. Still, one of those games that came out very early on the PlayStation 4's life, so maybe not as talked about now, but I really enjoyed it, even though I do think it's the weakest of the 3 mainline Infamous games. Shadow of the Colossus, $7.99 after your Plus discount, that's pretty good. Was a Plus game before, so you might have it that way. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, $9, often talk about it, super underrated game. It was the game that kind of pivoted Assassin's Creed to the current archetype, but yeah, this was like the last of the OG style AC games. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, $4.49. Excellent game. Hopefully Square Enix gets to making a sequel, but that one is really good. Great combat system, pretty decent amount of content, decent sized open world, and great and pretty mature story as well. Yakuza 0, $4.99. You'll save an additional $1 if you're a Plus subscriber, so $4 as a Plus subscriber, which is pretty good, but I believe that was a Plus game before. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, $9.99. Slam dunk if you are a fan of JRPGs. I loved it. I thought it had a great cast of characters, one of the best main characters that a JRPG, in my opinion, has ever had. So yeah, $9.99 for that is quite good. Metal Gear Solid 5, the Definitive Experience, is $5.99. It's MGS5 with all the content. It's pretty darn good. I know there was some controversy back in 2015 when it came out. But at this point, $6 for it is really good. Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, 1979. Great game, great JRPG. It's Ys. The franchise is super consistent. The story in here is pretty good. An air of mystery to it as well throughout the entire game. Pretty solid for 1979. Borderlands Legendary Collection is 1999, so that is pretty good. You get Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel with all the DLC. Not bad at all. Kingdom Come Deliverance base game, not the Royal Edition, is if my math is correct after the plus discount, would be $7.49. That's a pretty decent deal. Catherine Full Body Edition, $18 for this if you're a Plus subscriber. I love Catherine, thought it was a great game. $50 was a little bit steep for Catherine Full Body when it came out, but at 18 bucks, I think that's a much more palatable price. Odin Sphere Left Tracer, $17.99 for that. You guys know how I feel about that, talked about that quite a bit. Vanillaware is slam dunk every time in my opinion, and Odin Sphere is quite good as well. By the way, Vanillaware, Muramasa the Demon Blade, anytime that's gonna be on the PS4, I mean, it's on the PS Vita for goodness sakes. We could get that on the PS4 and PS5. Come on, like, that'll sell really, really well, so get on that at some point. Order 1886, the game that whenever I suggest it's a decent game for 10 bucks or 5 bucks, in this case 10 bucks, a lot of people are like, stop hyping up the Order, but yo, if you go into it expecting a 5-hour game, it's not bad, and you want a game that has pretty decent visuals, I mean really good visuals, and a good third person, you know, it doesn't reinvent the wheel from a gameplay standpoint, and I like the world in that game too. I thought there was quite a bit of potential, obviously. That'll never be realized, but nonetheless, Just Cause 3 XXL Edition, $4.19. Not bad there. Dragon's Crown Pro, $5, another Vanillaware game. That's an insane deal. I would recommend that greatly. Valkyria Chronicles Bundle. This is Valkyria Chronicles Remastered and Valkyria Chronicles 4 for $14. Another really good pickup. Good gateway JRPGs as well. Great story that doesn't, you know, have a lot of typical JRPG tropes, so I think it's a pretty good, accessible one, and it does have a different gameplay style with it being more tactics-based, but the gameplay works well. Dishonored Definitive Edition is $6, a Metro Redux is $4.49, a Deus Ex Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe, $6.74, that's pretty good. Yeah, and those are the deals there. Let's also quickly go over the PlayStation Indie sale because this has a ton of deals. So I'm only going to go over the first few pages of what I see. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, $7.49, that's really good. Streets of Rage 4, $14.99, that's on PS Now, but that's also a really good deal. Kingdoms of Amalur: Ray Reckoning Fate Edition, $27.49, so that includes the expansion as well that I believe is supposed to release next month. But, yeah, that's pretty good, $27.49. I really enjoyed that game. Hollow Knight Void Heart Edition, $7.49, another excellent deal. What else we got? We Happy Few is $11.99. Cobra Kai, The Karate Saga continues, $19.99. Undermine, $9.99. Neverwinter Nights is $19.99. Slay the Spire is $12.49, also on PS Now, but excellent game. Would recommend that. Haven is $17.49. Have a lot of opinions on that game. I enjoyed it. I played it through Xbox Game Pass. I enjoyed it. If you have a significant other that you can play the game with, that's the ideal way to play the game. I would not recommend going into it solo. You kind of just need somebody else to play with, and that's the idea of the game. But yeah, $17.49 for that is decent, especially if you're looking for a pretty good co-op game. You can play it solo, just wouldn't recommend it. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, $13.49. Not a bad deal there. Griftlands is $15.99. Spirit of the North is $6.99. Void Bastards is $14.99. And yeah, a couple of other deals. A lot of smaller games here that honestly I'm not familiar with a lot of these games, so I went over the ones that, you know, I do know. Outlast is on sale as well. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I'll look through the entirety of the sale. 1,300 deals is quite a bit, so that's going to take a little bit, but definitely more videos to come covering both these sales. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.